Hey. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and talk about Instagram stories. And takes just a second. All right, here we go. All right, so here we are. We are in Instagram. Um, oops, here, I'm just gonna bring that way down. So here's Instagram, okay? I'm gonna do, like, there's so much with Instagram, but we're just gonna talk about Instagram stories. And we're gonna talk more about like why we should be doing Instagram stories as well. But I am falling in love with Instagram more and more. And there's so many different features, but right now let's just talk about stories. So you're going to see at the plus bar here, that's how you access it. Okay, so if you press that button, it's going to come to this screen here. You'll see down the bottom, there's post, story, reel, and live. Okay, so tonight we're just going to talk about stories. All right, so here we are. Maybe I'll go this way so it's not so distracting. So when you're in stories, this is how it's going to pop up, right? I could take a quick picture, say cheese. Okay, and that's like a static picture. All right, so if I wanted to just post that, I could post it to my stories on Facebook, close friends, and if you press the arrow, it's going to go to Instagram stories. Okay, but how about if I wanted to get like a little funky with it? So what I would do is up at the top here, you see these A's right there. If you click on that, you can start typing a caption, like say if it was morning time or good evening. Okay, so I'm just going to type that in. You'll notice that on the bottom there's all those fonts, right? See where like the A right here is visible? If I go to the next one, which will be this one here, it's going to change the font that is happening here, all right? And what you can do is just scroll through that to change it to whatever one that you like, right? So it kind of makes it nice and interesting. The cool thing is that after you find the font that you like, you can go up to the top here. You see those lines that are there. That's going to move it to the side, middle, and like, so it's kind of like left, right, and center. Okay, so if you click that, it's just going to go all the way to the side. And if you click it again, it's going to go to the middle, and click it again, and it's going to go to the other side. I don't have my left and rights very well. Here's another cool tool. I'm going to just change the font because I feel like when I use you'll see in just a second, there's these A's. If you use that, I feel like it looks really good when it's like a different color. So at the top here, there's this color pinwheel, right? If you click on that, there's going to be a whole bunch of different colors that come up. So they're going to come up down on like a little sidebar here in just a second. And if you can tell, they have all different colors, and there's two more dots. So that's just more colors. So you can just swipe it. They also have the color picker here. So if I change it to green, I'm just going to, so that you guys can see that it changes to green. It's just on a little bit of a delay. So, and too, like if you wanted to keep your brand like all in the same, you could use that color picker here, and it'll pick something that is like if I pick it, it's gonna, if I move it around, I can pick like a different color. So let's see if I can get that maybe like yellow or something, or I'll do a different color green. So that way that you guys can see how that works, right? And then after you pick the color, you might want to say to yourself, well, where do I want it to land, right? Do I want it to be on the top, the middle? What you do is you just take your finger and you can move it around to make it bigger or smaller. You're just going to kind of go like this with your fingers. Also notice that when I move it around, there's going to be bars that show up on your screen. And that is just so that you don't post or push it. See the bar right there? If you push it over too far, you're not going to see it inside your stories. So just make sure it's somewhere inside that bar. Say if you're like, okay, I did the wrong thing or I don't like that anymore, you can see that the trash can is lit up there. Just take it and move it to the trash if you don't want it there. And you can do like a whole bunch of different things and then decide to trash it. You can do that as well. The trash can you can use for anything and everything. All right, let's go on to the sticker guy right there. So if you click the sticker, this is kind of like where all your engagement posts are, or engagement, not post, engagement. I don't know. I'm going to call them stickers for right now, but it's where all your engagement stuff lands, right? You can add a location, say for instance, Germany. No, you can add your location. I wouldn't recommend adding, another person's location. If you want to mention somebody else, so say if like, I had, I don't know, like a nail fee and Michelle gave it to me, I would maybe like, say, hey, guess what? So-and-so gave me this. And you can just hit the @mention, and you can see that even some people will show up as a recommendation, but you can just put their name in there and it will populate them. And then here, I'll just, what I'm going to do is just hit one of them so that you can actually see what it looks like. So I just hit easy, awesome life. That's going to pop up, and then I can just move that to somewhere on the screen. And that way she's going to get the notification that I tagged her in my story. So it is kind of cool, like to shout people out that way, because they're like, oh yeah, like she just showed me, like I just got featured in her story, right? Then let's go back to that little GIF sticker. This one's a really cool one. It's it's called Add Yours. And you can write like a little prompt, like, add your picture or something like that. And then that way people will go and add their stuff. So I feel like that's kind of like a cool one. That's a great, like a little like call to action. This one I really like. Well, I'll just wait a second until it catches up with me. It's too slow. The questions one that's right down here, this is a really cool one. Definitely an interactive post. I like this one a lot because it will actually show you what they're like what they said. So you could just say like, I don't know, do you like I don't know, cocktails? Right? And then you just hit done and you can post it where you want, but it's just to try to get that interaction going before, like going, the interaction going between you guys, right? Which is, just trying to get like that banter kind of back and forth. The GIF bar. So I'm going back into the sticker again. Your avatar is there. You can use that. I'm just going to show you a few of them just so that you feel comfortable with them. The GIF one is great. You can, do certain GIFs. We even actually have a Color Street one. So if you just go onto the search bar that's up here, if you put in Color Street, you're going to notice that there's a whole bunch of different Color Street GIFs in there, which is really kind of cool. And you can put anything in there, somebody even did like, I think they did like cursive, or maybe it was like script. I can't remember, but, scripture is coming up, but like there's so many different things in here. Like, look at, like, I could do chairs, and it's like script lettering. So it's just kind of fun to use that search bar and kind of search different things, in there. So that's a great one. The GIF one for sure. It's just like a lot of fun, and it's usually kind of like a motion thing. So it's kind of moving a lot. Music, definitely, if you're going to do like a static post, I would absolutely say put some music to it, because a lot of people, it's like not catching their attention, right? And you know, you can search for different music, you can just listen to different kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys, can you hear it? One second, let me see, I just pressed it, so. I hate when things are on a delay. It's like, come on already. Can't be this much of a delay, can it? All right, well, I'm gonna cancel out of that because it's just taking too long. I don't know if it's gonna come up for you guys. So you can do a poll, that's like the next one. The sticker is just a sticker, a quiz, a link, that's always a good one because then that way you can put in like College Street like your URL, and then I want to show you this one, but it's like not moving. Like it's not moving. Let's see. Come on, come on. I wonder if it's like just like stuck. It's been like way too long. All right, I'm gonna get out of all of this. I'm gonna stop sharing just for a half of a second, guys. And I'm gonna screen share again. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to that GIF bar. Oops, that little sticker bar. I was trying to do music, which is right here. You can do a poll and you can just ask a question. You can do yes or no, which is really cool. I'm just gonna trash that. You can do a quiz. The link is what I wanted to show you. You can do your URL. So if you do like, you know, www.collegestreet, mine is .com/Margaret. And I can do like get yours here. Okay. And I'm going to hit done and I'm going to put the link somewhere. And if you click on that link, oh, I'm just not going to click on it. I'd have to like I'd have to like make it a story, but then they can click on that link and then it'll go right to my website. Right. So that's a nice little perk. This is just like asking a question again. The cool thing is that you can change that emoji to like whatever you want. If you move the bar, you can even actually, you know, do it to whatever you want, ask the question, and then people are just moving the sidebar. So it's just kind of cute and fun. And then, you know, you can do hashtags, you can do countdowns, but just get in here and start looking. It's just like really, really cool stuff. This button at the top, I think this is filters, looking at different filters. You can save these filters. So like say if you like that one, down on the bottom, actually, I think these could be all the ones that I have already saved. So I'll show you guys how to do that in just a second. The draw tool, this is really cool. If you, oh, well, first of all, see the button where it says save, you can save those and it'll save right to your camera roll. If you go to draw, what I can do is say if I took this picture, right, but I'm like, oh, I don't really like that. If I hit the yellow, see how it changed the color there, and I hold the screen down, I'm just holding with my finger, it'll turn it yellow, right? And then what I could do is I could hit done and I could start typing, you know, what's up? And I could do that on instead. Like, isn't that kind of cool? So let's see, let's go back. I'm going to just discard. So if you look down here, you're going to notice that there's, so this is the button here, right? So if I wanted to do a story, I would talk. Do you see how the button is going around in a circle? I've got 60 seconds to tell my story, or I could stop it at any time. Okay.
Talk. Do you see how the button is going?
I'm going to go down so you guys can't hear that. The cool thing about this is that you can do captions. So if you go to that little GIF bar and you hit captions, it's going to translate everything that I'm saying. And then what I'm going to do is just take my fingers and push it down. And then that way, if somebody is like at work and they're not supposed to be on their phone, they can actually know what I'm saying. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. So I'm just hitting the back button, just hitting discard. So say if I'm like, so where do you find those filters? Okay, so this girl, is this a filter? I can't remember. No, that's the audio. So maybe she does not have a filter. I forget where the filters are located. Oh, well, these are posts. That's why, because I'm not on her story. Okay. Sorry. So say if I'm in her stories, I'm gonna click along. Nope. She don't have nothing. I wonder if I might have. Let's see. Okay. See at the top there, it says soft grain. That's a filter. So if you click on the soft grain, like I just clicked on that, it'll say, do you want to save this effect? Do you want to try it? So if you're like on somebody's story and you're like, oh, wait, I like the way that that looks, you can just hit the save effect. And when you do that, that's when it's going to show up down the bottom. So that's that soft grain here. Like, look, see? Makes me look better. You can also search for them as well if you go all the way to the end. I have a lot of filters. So if you go here, and then you can see like what's trending, you know, appearance, aesthetic, games, like humor, you know, like just like for funny ones. Ah, there you go. All right, how do I get rid of it? Okay, so we'll go back. Oh, geez, yes. I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. So let's see, can I just like tap on it and get rid of it? I forget. Nope. I'm gonna hit discard. So I'll have to figure out how I get rid of that one, but I can't remember. So moving on. Okay, you'll see on the side here. So you can do create, which then you can start. Actually, I don't think I've ever used this on stories, to be honest with you. What is this? Type something. Okay. Here we go. Hello. Right? And then I can use the different ones. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if I can change the color. Can you change the color? Maybe not. Maybe that's all you can do. Oh, look at that. See what happens when you just start like fooling around? I'm just touching the top up there. So, you know, you learn something every day, right? Okay, we're going to get out of that. I just clicked the X. If you want to do a boomerang, that's the next one. That's this one right here. It's like a little link. Okay, I'm going to hit the boomerang. Okay, boomerang. And if you wanted to use that like somewhere else and not on Instagram, if you go to the three dots at the top, you click it and you can hit save. It'll go right to your camera roll. Okay, let's get rid of this. Discard. All right, I'm going to click the little X here because I don't want to do a boomerang anymore. You can do, I'm just clicking that little arrow. You can do a layout where you're like, I haven't even done layout because I'm like, how does this even work? All right, well, let's try it. Take a picture. Oh, now we're over here. Take a picture. So this would be good for before and afters, right? But that's kind of cute. Like, see, like I said, you learn something new. You just go in here and you fool around. Or up and down, right? Side by side. This would be a good one for like a before and after, right? Like if you do a lipstick on, lipstick off, right? So that's great. Gonna go back into stories, gonna go down right where that arrow is. You can do hands-free. So if you're like, hey, I'm gonna do a lipstick tutorial. I'm gonna click the hands-free button and then look at, I'm hands-free, but it's not recording just yet. Then I'm gonna go in and hit record and say, hey, what's up? Look at, I'm not even like, I got no hands, all right? If I click that, and then I can hit the arrow and it's gonna go to stories. But I know I'm kind of talking fast, but you guys can go back and just take a look at all this. Dual, I still haven't used Dual yet. That's when it's up on the top there. All right, so how does this work? I'm not sure. So let's see. So it's kind of like filming. I don't know what it's filming. I have no idea, but like I said before, just get in there and start using it. Okay, so I think we actually went over, I think, almost all the stuff that is in stories. You can also upload from your camera roll. So your camera roll is right down here. You can click on that. And I can post a beautiful picture. I can move it up and down like this. And I can add all those funky things to it if I want to, right? So that's and I'm just clicking the arrow and kind of coming back. All right, let's see. I showed you filters, hands-free, upload a story from your phone. The fonts, music, right? So I think it's kind of like Stories 101 at this point. But what I would recommend is just getting in here and using it. And don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid to use it. If you're nervous, I would say get onto your phone and record the video and then just upload that video to the story. Because then that way, if you don't like it, you can delete, and then until you feel like you like it, and then you're good to go. Does that make sense? All right, ladies, I hope that makes sense, and have a great, I don't know, afternoon, evening, wherever it is, at whatever time.